Welcome to Fighting Stats, the ultimate channel for UFC fans who love statistics and betting breakdowns. I'm your host, Art C, and today I'll be getting you ready for the upcoming UFC fight. Here at FightingStats.com, we have exclusive UFC stats not available anywhere else. We can tell you how often a fighter throws that left hook or that right jab in southpaw, how often they move backwards, or how often they throw kicks. We have all of that information, but that is not all. In this series, I'll be watching tape and I'll give you my real-time analysis on how the fight's going to go. I'm going to watch for fighter strengths, weaknesses, tendencies, and overall strategies to give you my prediction on how I think the fight is going to go and ultimately who's going to win. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to Fighting Stats. Welcome back to Fighting Stats. I'm your host, Art C, and today we are continuing on with Islam Makhachev, the current UFC lightweight champion. Here he takes on Bobby Green at a catchweight of 160 pounds. Looks like to be the same height. Bobby Green is going to have a half-inch reach advantage. Islam Makhachev, the number 4 ranked lightweight here. Can't remember the circumstances behind this, but I do think that it was like a last-minute switch there. Bobby Green coming on short notice or had his fight canceled or something like that, where he stepped up to the plate and decided to take on Islam. Sort of a win-win for Bobby Green, right? He's not really expected to beat Islam, so he gets a shot at the champion. I don't know if it was for the belt, but he gets a shot at Islam. Nobody wanted to fight Islam at this time, right? So Bobby Green stepped up and probably got a big paycheck there. So Bobby Green plus 575 underdog tells you how much the market thinks he has a shot here. Islam going to be probably about minus 700, minus 850. Yeah, so big favorite. It's hard to lay these big money lines, but Makhachev is so good, and Bobby Green probably outmatched here. So let's get this fight started. And this is also at the UFC Apex, so it's going to be the smaller cage, obviously favoring Makhachev because, again, he wants to get the grappling going. Not a lot of room for Bobby Green to dance around and move around. So let's get this fight started. Here's Islam in the red trunks, Bobby Green in the black trunks. Islam opens up southpaw. Bobby Green in orthodox goes left high kick to start for Islam. Bobby Green likes to keep those hands low. He does this in almost all of his fights here. A lot of keeping hands low, trying to bait you into a kick there, but Islam throws front kick, inside low kick. He likes that kick from southpaw. So Bobby Green must know that Islam's going to shoot. Grabs the neck. He overthrew here. Hold on, let's go back this. He threw this 1-2, and then Bobby Green tried to roll under, but Islam grabs the neck, tries to get a hold of him. Bobby Green gets out of there. So back to the center of the cage. Southpaw versus southpaw now. Bobby Green popping inside low kicks. Not much behind them, though. Other thing that Bobby wants to do is keep those hands low because he's able to get those underhooks when Islam does shoot. So it's not just a style thing. It does help his takedown defense when his hands are a little bit lower, but it does open up some of the striking. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you can fake level change, get those hands low, and then go up high. So, and again, Bobby Green has nothing to lose in this fight, so he's going to let it all go. Jab to the body there from Bobby Green. 1-2-1 from Islam misses. And obviously Bobby's still expecting a takedown. Grabs a leg, gets in close. Now Islam trying to grapple on to hold on to something. Goes overhook on the right side. More of a controlling overhook than anything, right? Doesn't let Bobby Green circle off. Trying to contain that left side, so Bobby Green's trying to circle off to that Islam's left side, but Islam's doing a good job of cutting off the cage, gets to the actual corner. Bobby Green tries to go the other way. Now he's in on a takedown. See, Bobby Green has that underhook, that right underhook there, but Islam has those hands clasped together. It's very hard to stop that takedown when Islam has those hands together. So Islam gets on top here. Right away moves from, look at this, from a side control here. This is half guard. Steps over and almost looks like he's going to get mount. Yeah, very close to mounting. Bobby Green has that one knee shield to prevent the mount there. Bobby Green here, head up against the fence. Islam, yeah, doesn't let Bobby Green separate, get enough space there. Steps over, still in half guard here. So we saw this in that last fight here. Islam Makhachev taking on Dan Hooker in that same position in half guard up against the fence there. Eventually finding a Kimura. Let's see what Makhachev does in this position here. About 2.5 left gone by in round number 1. It is a 5-round fight, so keep that in mind there. Looking for the Kimura, steps over. Now it's Islam into mount. So when Islam's in mount, he's throwing down some ground and pound. Bobby Green tries to roll, give up his back right away. Looked like Islam was trying to get the hips in. Bobby Green goes halfway and goes onto his side. There he goes, gets the back. Islam, watch this. Okay, so as soon as Bobby Green rolls here, let's look at this. He rolls to his stomach, right? Islam right away puts in that right leg, that right hook there, flattens out. That hook pops out, so he's still pounding out here. Bobby Green chooses to roll back to his back. Again, rolls here, gives up his back. Ground and pound here. He's covering up, so Islam just chooses to throw ground and pound here. Doesn't need to look for the choke at all. Just keeps throwing through the guard. Herb Dean sees enough and stops it. So yeah, what do we learn here? So it's sort of pick your poison. When Islam has your back and in mount there, right? We saw Bobby Green go from his back to his front, to his back to his front, right? It looked like when he rolled to his, when he gave up his back and went to his front, Islam was looking for the hooks, but as soon as Bobby Green covered up, put both answering the phone covered up there, Islam just decided to go ground and pound, right? So I'm sure if the neck presented itself, he tries to go for a submission there. So it's hard in these cases where you assume that if Islam's on your back, he's going to grab back control. He's probably going to land a rear naked choke. But he always has that X factor where he can just rain down ground and pound, get the fight stop from ground and pound. So in this fight, yeah, Islam Makhachev, again, he comes in as the minus 850 favorite. Pretty much, again, looked that part. I don't think he took any damage in this fight. Got the takedown right away. 1-for-1 on takedowns, and then eventually finishing Bobby Green there. Bobby Green not really known as a grappler either, but again, nothing to lose for Bobby Green coming into this fight. So he takes the fight, I think, on short notice, gets finished in round number 1. Pretty straightforward there. So that's 2 round 1 finishes for Islam. We're going to keep watching, see if we can learn anything else. My name is Art C, and this is Fighting Stats. Thanks for watching. All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe. You'll get notified anytime we put out new content. Listen to this. We just hit a massive parlay for $29,000 at UFC 297. That is one UFC after 296 where we hit a parlay for $82,000. That's back-to-back parlays. We've made $110,000. And how do we do it? We use our exclusive fighting stats, not available anywhere else. Our exclusive fighting stats gives us information, gives us a big edge over the sportsbooks, and tell us what's going to happen within the fights. We post all that information, our breakdowns, our best bets, over at patreon.com/fightingstats. Don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe today. Again, my name is Art C. This is Fighting Stats. Thanks for watching.